What's on? What's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Smash that like, hit that subscribe if you haven't done so already. And listen, people, I am your boy Luther, and this is United Central. Guys, listen. Ruben Amorim had his press conference today, right? He had his press conference, and he gave us some updates. What we have going on with our players, right? So he gave us that, and also he made some admissions on, you know, if we're gonna win the Premier League in the next 12 months, right? Because the Manchester United organization, right? Berada, Wilcox, Sir Jim, they did talk about winning the Premier League in the next what 2 or 3 years, 2028, right? Project 150. They talked about that, but Ruben Amorim, he was quizzed about that, and he gave us an honest answer, right? Um, Obviously, Man United, we are supposed to be challenging all these major trophies and everything like that, right? So we should be in the conversation out of all these items, right? So, yeah, he gave us an honest answer today. So, yeah, let's jump into that. Tony, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Hope you are good. Hope you're good. Hope you're good, man. Another day, we're getting closer and closer and closer to the Manchester Derby, right? We're getting closer to the Manchester Derby, man. Listen, I still think we can get it. We can get a result in this game. All right. I still think we can get a result in this game. People, again, smash that like, hit the subscribe, hit that notification bell if you have not done so already. All right. Go ahead and do that. Yeah, I have internet. Hallelujah. Yeah, man. It's crazy the way we take for granted these small things, right? In this house, we don't have anything cable related. Back in the days, you have a box, where your cable comes in and all this stuff, right? But when some of these things get taken away, it throws you off, right? It just so happened that today I was supposed to be working from home. I just took off today, right? So, and yesterday, remember I told you guys I don't have internet in the house. And today, once I reached out to the internet provider, whatever, they gave me that whole, yeah, we do apologize, Mr. Luther, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we have a technician coming out. Apparently, there's an outage in your area. Yeah, we should expect about 6 to 8 hours of for it to be resolved. I was like, what? 6 to 8 hours? What am I going to do? Right? But I was so grateful, and I was like, thank God my son Levi be in school, all right? Because I was like, Jesus, all right? So it was just me today, no internet in the house, but thank God, I had the phone. The phone was able to keep me in contact with the world. Because so when I was talking to the guy, the internet provider, they were like, yeah, I know exactly how you feel. Because I was like, dude, I work from home, I need internet. So the guy was like, well, yeah, I know how you feel, Mr. Luther. I do apologize for that. People, smash that like, hit that subscribe. I do apologize for that. Yeah, a couple of times it happened to me, so I had to go to like Starbucks, and then he realized what he said. He was like, no, I'm not saying that you should go to Starbucks, right? Starbucks is one of those places where they have free internet, so he changed his tone. He said, oh, no, I'm not telling you to go to Starbucks and do your work there. I was like, dude, that's exactly what you're saying, man. You're telling me to pack my stuff. If I want to work, go to Starbucks and chill out there and work on a free internet. All right, where anybody can join in to see what I'm doing, dude. Yeah. Anyway, it was funny, but it is what it is. Things happen, but we keep moving. But anyway, back to United. People, smash that like, hit that subscribe if you haven't done so already. I appreciate you guys being here. All right, guys, Manchester Derby around the corner, Sunday. All right, this is when United, we're gonna show the world that we're not that sorry. All right. We are not that sorry team that people think we are. All right. I'm not seeing the chat here. Give me a second, good people. Give me a second, good people. Let me see here. Boom. I need to do that. And so, people, how was your Friday? Anything interesting? that you did today that you would like to share with the family, go ahead and drop it in the chat. That's what we do, man. Oh, there you go. I got my chat back. 1906, what up? Welcome, welcome. Mohammed, Salta, good night, good morning, good evening. Hello, good to have you. People, if you are new, smash that like, hit that subscribe. Let us know what team you support. All right? That is the price of admission. Tony is saying, I am good, Luther. How are you? I am golden, man. Blessed. I appreciate you asking. Yep. 1906 saying Rome versus Juventus, United versus City, Porto versus Benfica, Sevilla versus Atleti, AZ Akmar versus Feyenoord, Milan versus Fiorentina, Marseille versus Toulouse this weekend. Oh my God. Dude, that's a lot of games. A lot of really good games. Okay. So 1906, which one will we be watching? Come on. 1906, I know you're going to be watching Ruben Fernandes. All right. You're going to be watching Ruben Amorim. All right. Man United versus Man City. That is the biggest game, obviously. All right. The visual quality is bad. You saying the visual quality bad? You mean I'm buffering? All right, guys. How are we now? Are we back in action? All right. I hope we are. Good looking out, everybody. Appreciate that. They were okay. Now it's good. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, man. The thing is, again, guys, if you missed yesterday, I lost internet in my building, so it just came back literally less than 30 minutes ago. So you can imagine everything is trying to come back online. So yeah, it is what it is. Now you look Lukaku in United. 1906. You a funny guy, man. I like you. I like that. But no, I am not like Lukaku, man. All right. But you know what, man? Listen, in this Man United team, I will take Lukaku right now, man. I will take Lukaku. All right. I know his first touch was not the greatest, but I will take Lukaku. All right. I will take Lukaku, man. Yeah, because the dude, he misses. His first touch is not good, but he knows where the back of the net is. The crazy one, Jose Mourinho, Mohamed Salta. Yeah, man. Jose Mourinho is a legend. But Mohamed, you gotta let us know what team you support, though, man. That is the price of admission. Let us know. Crying one, Jose Mourinho. Quality is bad. Okay, cool. I see that. Hopefully we're good now. Yeah, let us know. Sporting and Benfica both in first place with 65 points. Porto has to beat Benfica, and Sporting has to beat Sporting de Braga on Monday. We have 7 games left to be 2-time champions. Oh, nice. Listen, man, I really hope that you guys win the title, right? Because then I'm sure Ruben Amorim will be celebrating with you all, because I know it must have taken a lot of courage, and he felt bad leaving you guys in the middle of the thing. So yeah, I'm glad that you guys are in the mix and you could win the thing, right? So yeah, back to United. Ruben Amorim said he would be crazy to think Manchester United can win the Premier League next season. That's the question he was asked. Can United win the Premier League next season? He said no. All right, he will be crazy. Tony is saying my son's spring season starts tomorrow morning. LF, there you go. That's what's up. All right, that's what's up, man. If Sporting is champion, Amorim will also receive Champions Medal. Champion is champion. Listen, 96, when you guys win it, listen, I'll be celebrating for you guys, man. We'll be here. At least we'll be saying, champion, because of course our manager gets the medal. I'm sure he's gonna be. I wonder if he's gonna be in attendance, if they in the parade and stuff like that. I don't know. Would that look weird? I mean, with the trophy lift, you think he will fly over there to be in the presence of the thing? But I'm sure he would really enjoy that if that was to happen. 1906, what kind of question is that, man? Tony is a red through and through. United. All right. Come on, man. Come on, man. All right. If Benfica wins, he will also be happy because Amorim is also, yeah, yeah. But I think with Sporting, he has more uh, affinity too because 19 years not winning anything. He comes on board, he changes a whole bunch of things, and they're able to win the trophy. And that's why we pray and hope that he can do that with United, right? Because um, coming in, it's been what 10 plus years we haven't won a Premier League, and then if he can make the changes that he needs to make, maybe we could, you know, repeat what he did at Sporting, So we shall see. That's why on this press conference today for the Man City game, when he was asked about the title thing, he was like, Ruben, he said, yeah, I'm not crazy to think that Manchester United can win the Premier League next season. Obviously, because right now we are 13th in the table. And obviously, on Sunday, we play City. All right. And then, of course, Liverpool are 36 points ahead. It's something that, it cannot just happen just like that. Okay. Ruben Amorim said, we are doing a lot of things, putting some standards. Sometimes we change players so they have to adjust to our new standards. Amorim, this is what Amorim said on that press conference. He also said that I know it is difficult to do that in just 1 year, meaning to win the title in just 1 year. I am not saying we are going to win the title next year. I'm not crazy. We are suffering a lot to be next year a lot better, and that is our goal. Right now, we're suffering. All right, we got to suffer right now to correct these things. Right, he came in the middle of the season to identify the pitfalls, the issues that we need to address. Right, get rid of the players that don't work. Find players that can work in your system. It is a new system, so there's a lot that comes into building a team. So he's saying, like, listen, we're on the right track, but we gotta suffer. Right? We gotta suffer. And I think most of these fans and especially fans, because he said we need fans to be on our side. The fans understand that the whole process is going to take a minute, right? It's not going to take a minute, meaning like multiple years, because he did say, like, listen, I don't want to be that manager who says, well, yeah, it's going to take me at least 3, 4, 5 years, right? He said he doesn't want that. He doesn't want to be that guy, right? Yeah, he wants to move things quickly, right? Move things quickly by making the right decisions, bringing in the right players, removing what doesn't work. That way, next season we're playing better, a different type of football, right? So that's what he wants to do. All right. So according to this report, I'm sure some of you guys know that United have targeted the season, the 2027-2028 campaign to win their first title since 2013. All right. Basically, this year, the 2027-2028 campaign, it will coincide with the 150th anniversary of Manchester United. All right. Basically, it puts the it puts the 3-year time frame on becoming champions. So they have 3 years to be champions. And while Amorim admits he is in a rush to do it, the Portuguese coach is conscious of how much ground there is to catch up with the likes of City, Liverpool, and Arsenal. He did talk about this because he's like, listen, yeah, right now, obviously, we're in a rush to win the Premier League in that time frame because that's what the Barada, Man United organization that put out there. But we're trying to fix what our problems to get to that level, but also we're trying to catch up with those guys, right? And it's not like City, Liverpool, and Arsenal are just going to sit there like, they're not going to improve, right? So we have a huge task ahead of us, right? And Ruben Amorim understands this, right? He also says, listen, I know that we are not going to be the biggest contender in the next year or 2 years. I know we need to do a lot of things. We are in a rush. What I don't want to think is that we need a lot of years to be competitive, right? I cannot think like that. I cannot manage like that. Okay. It is not in me. All right. he also says like, listen, not just Manchester City, but other teams as well. They already are in a place that we need to get to. All right, so we need to catch up to that level. All right, and they will improve. They're not going to sit there and say, "Oh, you know what? Hey, we're already here. We can chill." Okay, so yeah, but this part here, that's the main part here. He says, "Listen, I just want to focus on our strength, and then try to use our club to try to bring one or two big players." Again, he says, I just want to focus on our strength and then try to bring try to use our club, the name now, because money, we may not have the money. So we may need to use the name of Manchester United, right? We're going to try to use our club to try to bring in one or two players, big players, not just these young players that everybody's been talking about that we're going to bring in. Ruben Amorim admits we need big players. All right, so I don't know what you guys think about that, but I like it. We need big players. Who are big players in key position? All right, so sometimes it says big players for me is different for you. All right, so he continues saying that, listen, after he made that statement, he said, listen, when I talk about big players, it's different for me and you, right? So it's same thing. We can interpret it the way we think, right? Big players. Osimhen is a big player. Gyökeres is a big player because we need those key positions, right? Obviously, if he's talking about one or two, you would think a striker has to be a priority out there. Like that is a big position. It could need a big player, right? So he admitted on that. Okay, so yeah, obviously we need a striker. We need a couple of tens. We need a right wing back. We need a center back. We need, of course, another 6 or 8. Right? We need all that. Right? So if we can only do one or two based on the money that we have, then they have to be big players. All right. So I think to me, when I heard that, I was like, okay, I like that. I like the whole big talk, right? Because it means that the United hierarchy, they're looking, knowing that, okay, I know our future is to build with young kids. That way they're going to be there for a number of years. That way, when we get to that new stadium, we actually have a winning team, right? So that being the case, but they also know that you cannot win things with necessary young kids. You need players who are ready to go right now. You drop them in that team, they can cook, like the likes of Matthias Cunha, all right, as a 10. Or you bring a striker like Osimhen, Gyökeres, right? Those guys, big names, right? The lab, watch, that's what we're going to end up with, actually. But the lab is okay. But you want clinical strikers. But the problem is the striker market right now is crappy, right? You're going to be fighting with big teams that can provide Champions League football. Whereas right now, at this particular juncture at Manchester United, unfortunately, we cannot do that. Right? We cannot sit here, right here, say, hey, listen, Osimhen, come over here, man. Yeah, next season, we're going to be in the Champions League. We can't. And that is sad, but it's a fact, right? Based on where we are, right? Based on where we are. So, honestly, on this press conference, I definitely took that statement and figured out it's a positive statement where we know that we're not the only ones who think like, listen, we need proper players here. Let's see what you guys are saying. I wanted to be in mod here. 1906. I didn't be a mod here on the channel. Okay, I see you. 1906. KDB. Yo, listen, 1906. We're gonna talk about KDB, man. I saw that. That was pretty crazy. 20. What's your club? Okay, cool. Yeah, man. Make sure you join the Discord. Yeah, K1906. Join the Discord, man. Join the Discord. All right. I appreciate that, Tony. Good look. I don't use Discord at the moment. Just YouTube, my friend Tony. Okay, cool. As I do, gonna you say, I bet on double chance that City will draw or win. So you think City will draw or win? No harm done, but I think that could be happen. I see that, but you never know. Okay, cool. Okay, interesting. What do you think about Portugal? No, Portugal. You guys are killing it, man. Jokeres and Trincao. Listen, if I could get two players from Sporting, of course, Jokeres, Trincao. Yeah, please, yes, we would like that. That will be a good deal for us. All right. Lamine Yamal, Dembele, United need a new squad. We need a whole. Listen, the good thing is this transfer window in the summer, we're gonna be losing maybe minimum 8 players, right? Minimum 8 players. So we are going to have a different squad, a new squad, honestly. Because imagine if all those guys go, even if we're gonna fill some of those slots with young players, it's gonna be pretty much a new squad, right? So, and we're hoping that this new squad that we are building, or Ruben Amorim is building, they're going to be able to, play Ruben ball. All right, people, smash that like, hit that subscribe if you haven't done so already. And listen, go ahead and join the Discord community, man. We're trying to build a Discord community out there. Please join the Discord. Follow that link that Tony provided. All right, I appreciate you guys. Go ahead, smash that like, people. Hit that subscribe. All right. 1906 say if United win the Europa League, they will go directly to the Champions League 100%. That's why we are. That is our. That is our. What is it called? It's our gold. It's our ultimate goal right now in this season, right? Because our season is gone. Season is gone. So right now, the only thing we can hope for is Europa. And we do have a chance to win Europa. And I'm glad now that most of our players are coming back, but it sucks that Matthias de Ligt, according to Ruben Amorim, has a knock. So we may not see Matthias de Ligt on Sunday, right? But good thing is we are stacked at center back position for once. So it's one of those in American football. They say next man up. All right. They say next man up. That's how it's going to be. And of course, I think it's going to be Maguire if the Ligt is not fit. But yeah, 1906 is saying if United win the Europa League, they will go direct to the Champions League. Did you know that this was accepted because a coach asked for it at FIFA? Jorge Jesus. Oh, really? I did not know that. 1906. Very interesting. And sometimes it's one of those, like, if nobody asks for it, it's never going to happen. But whenever Jose Jesus raised that question, and people are like, yeah, you know what? That's a good point. These people are, if you win the Europa, you are a champion. So you deserve to compete with the highest level in UEFA, which is the Champions League. So makes sense. All right. There you go. Listen, people, we learn every day. Right? We learn every day. 1906 Maguire. Why do they still bet on him? The worst player in Europe. No, Maguire is not the worst player in Europe, man. He does the job for us. Maguire does the job for us, man. You will see on Sunday. All right, because I think de Ligt is going to be missing. Maguire does the job. That's why he was given that 1-year extension. Ruben Amorim he likes Maguire, right? Because in a back three, Maguire can do the job, right? He can do the job very well. So he's not the quickest, and that's a really setback that we have. But Maguire can do the job for us in a back three. So, and yeah, and I really think that he may be starting on Sunday. 1906 is saying the final will be in Bilbao. And Bilbao is in the quarterfinals. I think it will be difficult for anyone to beat them in Europa League. Listen, it is difficult, but we are united. Manchester United. Never count us out. All right. Our boys, they know what's at stake. They know what's required of them. So they're gonna show up. All right. They will show up, man. I'm not worried about that. They're gonna show up. This is very interesting, man, about the Jorge Jesus. I did not know that. 1906, you are a tree of knowledge, homie. Love it. Yeah, man. Tony, right back. I agree. You know, perfect addition to the family. 1906. Good to have you, homie. So Amorim is hopeful of having Kobe Mainu available for the City game. All right. Matthias de Ligt is a doubt after picking up an injury in that Nottingham Forest game. All right. So that's where we are with injuries. But everybody else really should be in contention to start, including the one and only Luke Shaw, right? Luke Shaw could very well be in contention to start that game. And another one he was asked about, Mason Mount, because the last time he played, it was at I think the last time he started was a Manchester Derby, right? So again, Manny Mace is there, but Ruben Amorim did say, listen, we have to monitor and manage his minutes. So Manny Mace is going to be in contention in that game, right? So is he going to start? I don't know. But if he's fit, I think he should start. You know, that's just me. If Manny Mace is fit, he should be starting. You know, that's how I'm thinking. He should be starting because as a 10, you know, it could be like Mason Mount, Xerxes, and Rasmus up top. You know, I think that will be an interesting setup right there. All right, but we shall see what the manager is going to pull because dude always gives us a curveball. 1906 says Zeno, the best, a regular in the Belgium national team, is our central defender at Sporting. Yeah, he's a good one too, man. But I want Ignacio, man. I want Ignacio from you guys. There's some family members were football players, and I love football. Oh, nice, man. Do you have any famous football players in your family? Did you know that Ruben Amorim was always bald? Oh, wow! But now that's his older. He has hair. I did not know that. That's interesting. Amorim has complete confidence in Mason Mount, and I also think he's your best alongside Bruno. Yeah, and that's the thing, and that's what Ruben Amorim. That's why he really wants Mason Mount to be fit, because out of all the players in those 10 positions, Mount is that guy. He's good in pressing on and off the ball. Like he can do that job, right? And Ruben Amorim, you can see he's very desperate for him to really hit the ground running. And again, the guy is our number 7. Anytime we see that lineup, okay, if you've been watching Man United for a while, whenever you see a lineup of Manchester United and you see a number 7, you know you expect trouble, because a number 7 is that, like, it should send shivers in opponent's spines, right? That's what a number 7 does. All right, so. And of course, if you're trying to sell jerseys, you want to be on the field. You know what I mean? Because that number 7 is very important at Man United. So this season, last season, we really didn't see it. We need that number 7 on the field. So if he's fit, throw him in there, man. Let him start. You know what we got to lose? All right, have him start, and then, of course, pull him. You can always pull him after, you know, a certain number of minutes, maybe after 60th minute, 50th minute, you pull him, that kind of thing. But yeah, because you start Mason, I think the opponents will kind of think twice, because it's one of those like people, the opponents, Man City will not think like, oh, he's not going to start him, because probably they won't factor him being an issue in the game, because most of these coaches, they plan with the anticipated lineup, right? Going, they'll be like, okay, cool. We're going to be facing most likely this guys in the starting lineup, so they prepare for those players. But if you throw like a curveball, like Manny Mace starting, then it's a new issue that you are introducing into the team, where who knows, he may be able to do something. All right. No, when Ronaldo was at United, I was a United fan. Oh, for real? Okay, that's good. I love Ronaldo at United. He was incredible. Yes, he was. The dribbles, the goals, everything. Oh my God, he was amazing, man. Me too. Dude. I remember when Ronaldo made his debut for United. It was incredible. That long shirt, haircut. Yep. Even his face wasn't. It was freckles and all, like teeth. Not all that. That was a vintage Ronaldo, right? Before all these other things came up, before he blew up. So yeah, man, the guy, his flicks, his quickness on the ball, like basically the Premier League did not know what to deal with Ronaldo. When he came in, of course, the Premier League, typical, they were hating on him. Oh, he does a lot of flicks, blah, 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 right? And the good thing is, when he joined United, United had already established superstars in the team. They were able to help him grow his skill, right? And with Ronaldo coming in, he also knew, like, listen, this is Manchester United. I gotta step up my game. So he stepped up his training, always on the field, first one, last one to leave, and worked hard at his skill, right? But yeah, man, dude was incredible. United needs Götze, Isco, Upamecano, Gyökeres, Dybala, Grimaldo. Götze, no. Upamecano, no. Gyökeres, yeah. Dybala, forget about it. Grimaldo, nah. Isco, I think Isco is too old, man. Guys, salute. JP, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. To be honest, you have been the best live channel. You know how to interact well with us. That's good point for 1906. I'm touched. Thank you. I appreciate it. Listen, here's the thing, man. I can have 5, 6, 10 people here, so long as we're sitting here interacting, talking about football. That's all that matters. That's, to me, is enjoyable, right? Because I don't want to just be the one yapping. I want to be here, talk to you guys, and have a conversation. That's what's up. I appreciate 1906. That's pretty dope. JP say, yo, you want a bumper? You want to chill with the big boys? Yeah, man. Listen, that's very true. That's very true. Yeah, man. Cunha, Gyökeres. I don't know, man. I don't know if we can do it. But Ruben Amorim said, ideally, you want to get like at least 1 or 2 big name players. All right? That's what we want. 2 big name players. So I'm thinking in their drawing board, they have big name players, all right, instead of just kids, right? Because that was a big issue, man. A lot of people thought like, yo, United just gonna bring these young kids throughout the squad. You're gonna see some young kids everywhere, where they will not have that ready-made ready-made confidence and understanding what they need to do. And it sucks, because ideally you want experience on the field, right? Like the Bruno, for example. Bruno is key, whatever we're trying to build, him being on the field. So you need a lot of Brunos around to help the young players that we have to advance, right? To guide them on the field. So obviously, whatever we're going to sign, we're not going to all just sign potentials. So we're going to go for quality, ready-made weapons, right? 1906 said, I lived in Holland for 1 year in Rotterdam. Okay, they support Feyenoord and Real Hooligans. Oh, okay, interesting. I love Gyökeres more than my father, and that is 100% true. Wow, that is crazy. So basically, 1906. What he's telling us here, Tony, is if Gyökeres comes to United, he's going to change. He's going to come back to United one more time. Is that what you're saying? 1906, right? If that's what you're saying, all right, man. Listen, we're gonna make a call to Ruben Amorim to say, listen, let's prioritize Gyökeres. All right. Sweden, Bodo has been the surprise of the Bodo. Yeah. Bodo have been surprised big time. They deserve it so much. I think that's what he's saying, man. Yeah. If Gyökeres comes on board, 1906 is going to change that logo on his name to JP's logo. Okay, you see what JP has? 1906 is going to be, that's it. I am United from now on. Tommy Plays, what up? Good to see you. Welcome. Tommy, smash that like, hit that subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hit that notification bell. People, happy Friday, man. We're getting close to the Manchester Derby. The people, get ready. United, we are ready. We are not going to lose this game, man. I don't care what people say. We're not going to lose this game. Our players will show up. All right. 1906 says, hey, hello, Tommy. Okay, cool. Treat Gyökeres well. If he goes to Manchester, I already support United a little because of Bruno Fernandes. There you go. So, so now you're going to be supporting him more. What about, how come you're not saying anything about Manu Ugarte? We got Manu Ugarte over there. He's doing his thing, right? So you have a lot of sporting contingent at United. So, come on. But you know what? The little part, we'll take it. We're going to grow on you, right? United is going to grow on you because you know what? When Gyökeres is in the house, for example, you got Bruno, you got Ugarte. Listen, when we start winning again, you're not going to have any choice. You're just going to be like, forget about it, man. Fine. I'm a United fan. Right? Let's see. Tony saying Ronaldo made him a fan next to Victor. We'll do the same. There you go. Yeah. Welcome back. There you go. I like Tony. Welcome back home soon. Of course, there's Nani and his iconic, somersault. Oh my God. Nani tried to emulate so much Cristiano, man. He tried a lot to be Cristiano. But of course, Nani was incredible. United need someone like Rafinha. Matthias, what up, Matthias? Good to see you. Smash that like. Good to have you, man. Good to have you here. But yeah, we need someone like Rafinha, but we don't have that money, dude. Right? We don't have the money, right? So, we can have an idea in our head, but execution is a whole different ballgame, right? It's a whole different ballgame. We don't have the money. A player like Rafinha will be great. Right, so we need to get a like Rafinha, if there was a copy out there of a player who's rolling like Rafinha, that's the one we need to go for. Let's see, that is let's see. He's saying that I need someone like Rafinha. Okay, Ugarte is very good, very good. Yeah, I know. I like Ugarte, man, but for some reason. This is what sometimes I dislike about our Manchester United fans, right? Ugarte had a tough time in that last game, international game in Bolivia? And the amount of hate he received in social media was incredible. Because obviously the altitude and everything, he couldn't perform. He couldn't receive easy passes. He kept on making mistakes. But people didn't understand that, listen, they were playing at a very high altitude. If you don't train yourself properly, your body is not going to adjust. You're going to struggle. But United fans were like, get off our club, leave our club. Come on, man. People need to chill. He's one of our own, right? And Ugarte in Amorim's system, perfect, right? And even when he joined, like for some reason, Ugarte is one of those players that I've seen from day one. The fans have always trying to be on his back. I don't know why, right? Some posts when he signed, it was like, and he had a couple of bad games. They were like, "Yo, why did we spend 50 million on this guy? You know, he's not a good player and all this stuff," which is ridiculous. Ugarte is a quality player. Give him time. You know, he's gonna make us eat our words, right? So, United fans, we need to chill, man. We gotta back our players. The way we turn on them so quickly is ridiculous. I'll take Fina. Ugarte said is very respectful, and from Uruguay, the players there are hard working. Yes, very hard working. Fina, another sporting player. Como está, hermano? That's what's up. Boys United, Ben Demias, Vicky, no Arsenal, Sampanier. Okay, cool. Arsenal. Okay, cool. All right. Ugarte is very loved here in Sporting by Sporting fans. That's what's up, man. Yeah. So United fans, we need to do the same, because the way we abuse these players on the social media, X especially, it's everywhere. Actually, we see abuse, but it's not fair. We can judge them on their football, but we need to understand the context. Why did this player have a hard time and all this stuff, kind of thing, right? So yeah. I did not like the way he was treated in that game against in Bolivia, which is definitely not acceptable. All right, he is a United player. Okay, Bruno Fernandes is now joint third with the most Premier League Player of the Month awards, alongside the one and only club legend Wayne Rooney and Ruben van Persie. All right. Meanwhile, Odegaard and De Bruyne have combined one Premier League Player of the Month award, and people are still trying to compare. They're trying to compare Odegaard to Bruno. Come on, man. Again, what a player! My only wish is to see him win the Premier League and lift that Europa League. That will make everything well. Rasta Stocks is in the house. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. What is your prediction in this Sunday game? Listen, Rasta, before you come in here, man, listen, man, you got to come in here. You got to give us your predicted lineup. You missed a couple of shows. Let us know your predicted lineup for that game, knowing that after you watch that press conference from Ruben Amorim today, all right? Give me your predicted lineup, and then we're going to talk about the score, all right? Bottom line is, we're going to win, all right? We're going to win, man. We're going to win. I think Ruben Amorim has CD's number. I think they have CD's number. CD has a few players that we have to worry about. I mean, they're okay players. Mamouche, Doku, Savinho. Small players. We can deal with them. All right? We deal with them, we're good. Simple as that. Our defense has been solid. We don't get we don't get tore up into pieces anymore. We set up very well in the midfield. Of course, Elanga was a outlier. Elanga was a weird situation, but that usually doesn't happen like that. So yeah, but we deal with those three. We're okay. It's just a matter of us now finding a goal on that other end. All right. Rasta, I appreciate that you're good, man. 1906 is saying City is very weak and United is the same. It would be the weakest derby in recent years. I don't know. First of all, people, if I know Squeegee, one of our family members, will be at the game, right? If you're going to be at the game, people, there is a protest going on. We are asking the protest organizers, they're asking people to sit in. Okay, sit down, sit in. even if when the game is over, chill, grab your meal and relax. Enjoy the ambiance of the stadium. All right, that is the point. They're gonna make. We need to send a message to these Glazer ownership that we mean business. Okay, so we do that. When we do that, it means now the stewards, the Man United employees who are working the game, they will be working longer. When they work longer hours, they get paid more money. Simple as that. All right, because it's the cutting jobs, hours, and all this stuff. But the sit-in allows them to be like, hey, it's gonna be a big payday on Sunday. So yeah, we gotta sit in, people. So it's gonna be interesting because, of course, the whole world will be showing that game. It is a Manchester derby. Understand and believe the whole world is gonna be showing that game. So when those scenes are happening, the whole world is gonna know. Of course, they already know that the Glazers are snakes, but again, it will send that message out there. All right, I haven't decided on my predicted lineup yet. Okay, Rasta. Okay. But okay, how about you just give us a potential lineup? All right. Who is your back three right now? Back three to me is the biggest problem. Everybody else can kind of, figure themselves out. But my back three is a problem because right now, of course, today Ruben Amorim said the lit may have a little knock, right? So who do you start? I'm not buying the idea of a new stadium. I'm more focused on what the squad building is going to be. I don't trust it. Yeah, of course. The stadium thing is going to be something in the down the road, right? And Ruben Amorim did say, like, listen, when he was asked about the stadium, what he thinks about the stadium, he did say that yeah, it's good. Of course, we're gonna have the stadium, but I want to focus on winning now, right? I'm not gonna say, oh, by the time we move into that stadium, we're gonna be championship winners and all this stuff. So he wants to focus on winning at Old Trafford now, right? So I liked what he said there. He wants to focus on right now. Tony is saying that the back three is gonna be Maz, Maguire, and Euro. That is what I was gonna go with, right? That's what I think I'm going to go with because if the lit is out, then definitely Maguire comes in. Of course, the other day when we were talking about it, we were also saying, you know what? We need experience. And if we need experience, this is a derby where Maguire has played before. So you need that experience. That's why it would have been very hard to see Maguire not playing this game, right? So, yeah. It just so happened that with the lit injury, then yeah, I think we're going to see Maguire, Maz, and Euro. And again, there's another one. There's no way you're going to drop Maz, right? Because you need speed. There's no way you're going to drop Euro because Euro gives you speed to deal with City. You saw the last minute tackle against Elanga. That was incredible, right? It was incredible. 1906 said, Onana, Maguire, Doku. Come on, man. Dorgu. Doku is the other guy for Man City. So Dorgu, Dalot, come on, man. Evans is not gonna play, dude. You're too funny, man. Okay. Bruno Gartz, yeah, Bruno Gartz, they're gonna start. Money Mace. If Mason is fit, I think he should start. Ericsson, forget about it. It's gonna be maybe a Xerxes, Garnacho, Hoyland. Yeah, the rest are I think okay. Yeah, Euro Maguire, yeah, number 3 in the back. Doku, the Denmark guy. yeah, that's Doku. Yeah. Doku is Man City. Dorgu is our guy. Rasta is saying that I am not buying this Mason Mount. I don't see what the manager sees in the scrub. His ability. People, first of all, Rasta Stocks, go ahead and hit him with the follow in his channel. Okay. On all the social, TikTok, YouTube, you name it, follow him. But I see what you're saying. But Mason Mount, he's that player that actually would work in Amorim's system in those 10s. It can. Ruben Amorim did say that dude can play as a left 10 or as a right 10. He did it at Chelsea. right? So again, he's that guy. He can do the job. The man has a number 7 shirt, man. He needs to show us why he was given that shirt. So if he's fit, I want to see him start, right? As one of those 10s. As one of those 10s. I want to see him start. But will he start? I don't know. Ruben Amorim today said, listen, we got to manage his minutes. So it could be one of those. Dogo, man. Okay, let's see. Nantino saying Liverpool, Salah, Mac, Allison, Van Dijk. Okay, cool. Liverpool is another world. Yeah, Liverpool, yeah. Liverpool next season they're gonna struggle. Okay, if Mo Salah leaves, yeah, they're gonna struggle. Trent leaving, I think they can handle it. I think they already have coverage. But that's another thing when it comes to Liverpool, man. Their structure is proper. Like they have a proper structure on contingencies on how to deal with things. So that is, I wish we had that kind of setup at United. You know, right? Of course, we do not like the Scousers, but when it comes to this setup as organization, yeah, they know what's going on. They don't sit here and panic. They're probably working on deals right now, and you don't know about it. But whenever United is working on deals, the whole world knows, and you get people like Chelsea who come in there and secure your target. Yeah, from Sporting, right? That was Chelsea, man. Chelsea, they're different team, man. When it comes to these deals, yeah. If Wolves win, they will almost certainly guarantee maintenance. Okay, yeah. So let's see what else is going on, guys. Yesterday we did talk about this idea of bringing back David De Gea. Is it a revisionism thing? Manchester United are seriously considering making a move to bring David De Gea back to Old Trafford in the summer transfer window, according to reports from Spain. United are not satisfied with Onana and want to sign another first-team keeper. People, you want David De Gea back at the helm? What are we saying, man? Of course, we're gonna be losing Heaton, right? We're gonna be losing Heaton. David De Gea, if this is serious, he'll be coming back home on a fee as a backup goalkeeper. I don't think that's a bad thing to have, but I think he's going to demand quite a bit of money. You know, of course, the issue with De Gea when he left is his salary. So if this story is true, it means now if he comes back, he's going to have to agree on a salary pay cut kind of thing, because he's not going to get his money that was getting at United, right? That would be incredible if he agrees to anything like that, right? So we're going to be losing. We need a third goalkeeper. So right now we have Onana and we have Bayendier. Okay, so we need a third one because Heaton was our third goalkeeper. So we need another goalkeeper. So if you bring De Gea on a free, because he's a free agent, and then you just have to deal with the salary, so you have a quality goalkeeper there to challenge Onana, right? And if De Gea comes back, I see De Gea starting quite a few games, all right? Onana could be holding bench, all right? So interesting. We do need a keeper, but other positions are more urgent. Yeah, of course. Yeah, other positions are more urgent for sure. And that's why I'm thinking that this keeper idea, we can do a free agent, or we can always bring in one of these young kids that we have and promote them to the first team, or there's some cheaper goalkeeper out there. We can get it for like 10 million or something like that, right? But we would have to pay that transfer fee. De Gea could come to United on a free, and then we just need to worry about his salary, right? And I think De Gea is that guy where I think if you give him the breakdown of the project, he may be willing to come back, but because the way the way he left, it wasn't right. We didn't send him off to the sunset properly, right? As a club legend, right? So he may feel like, you know what, I still have something to finish at United. So it may be interesting. He may be willing to come back, but what he's doing in Italy, he's handling his business. He's playing at the highest level, but he may just come back, which will be very interesting to me. A lot of people out there, they wouldn't mind having the hair back, right? They wouldn't mind having the hair back. But yeah, I don't like the whole idea of players coming back personally, because we've been burned before with Pogba and stuff. Pogba had a couple of good games, but it didn't turn out well. So if we are trying to build this new team of ours, we should just go and just find a fresh blood, right? Fresh young player, fresh blood, someone who's eager to perform, eager to prove his worth. Because if you get a player like that, then they're going to play better, right? De Gea coming back, he already knows he's the man. He's the club legend already. So how motivated is he going to be to play at United, right? That's the thing that I have bringing him back. Is he going to be in that dressing room if he doesn't play, holding bench? Remember back when he was at United, when he was a couple of times when Henderson was starting, you could see him sitting on the bench, be like, he wasn't the happiest camper. Of course, no player should be happy to hold the bench, but you can see that he wasn't, accepting being on the bench, because if he does come back, it's not like he's going to be guaranteed to start, right? He's going to come in to be like maybe second. Him and Bayern Dia, they'll be competing for that second jersey, because I think Onana is still going to be the number one shot stopper, right? Kiyoshi, what's going on? Good to see you. 1906 is saying that the important thing is to sell almost the entire squad. Oh, of course, yeah. You need Jorginho, too old. Inacio, we do need him. Raul De Paul and Lautaro Martinez I think he's old. Nuno Mendes, Inaki, yes, I like Inaki. Iceberg VR. Iceberg VR is saying, was there someone called Mixi or someone like that? Yeah, Kamixi. What happened to him? He's our resident City fan. Yes, we do have a resident Kamixi fan in the house. Welcome, Kiyoshi. There was Iceberg. Okay, cool. I love Alicia, the player. Oh, yeah. I totally understand where you're coming from. Yeah, I agree with you. Chilling, getting ready for a game tomorrow for my son. Yeah, man, people. Make sure you give Tony some all the positive vibes for the game tomorrow. All right, Tony, what time is the game tomorrow? Is it one of those early morning ones that you cannot have one or two glasses of vino? What time is the game? Oh, you're talking about Jan's Lemon? That is funny. Kiyoshi said, I was waking up late for the past 3 days. Dude, it's all right, man. Kiyoshi? Yes, Tony. My right hand. That's too funny, man. That's too funny. Yeah, Kiyoshi, sometimes it happens, man. Sometimes it happens that you tend to sleep in. Tend to sleep in. Let's see what else we got going on, guys. So Kiyoshi, since you just came in, do you want David De Gea back at United? Would you take him back? There's some rumors that United could be looking to bring in the free agent David De Gea back in action. Oh, game is at 10. We got to be there at 9:30. So yeah, no. Oh, okay, cool. How long is the drive? Is it a far drive or? But listen, Tony, you can always celebrate after the game, after the win, okay? Because you guys, my man is gonna win tomorrow. All right, he's gonna win, and he's gonna score a couple of goals. All right. Oh, 30 minutes is not bad. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's what's up. Kiyoshi say DDG. Hell yeah. Oh man, dude, he comes back. First of all, the United community will lose their minds. All right, to have him back. Each time that Onana starts, you better believe it. They'll be like, Ruben, why are you starting this guy? Start the hair. Oh my God. First of all, it's gonna create a whole huge ruckus in that dressing room. So that's another thing that Ruben and the team need to look at by bringing him back. No reina odo el Portugal and ahora mesma hizo excelente para ver ahora ojos. Sí. Yep. I'll probably save some vino for Saturday night. That's what's up, DDG. Yeah, DDG. He trained Onana where? 1906 in the UK and Portugal. The time is the same. This is excellent for watching the games. Nice. Yes, yes, yes. Even for me, man, here in the US, most of the games, they're pretty decent time. But we do, sometimes we have folks from Australia and stuff. They usually have games at really crazy times, so it's mad. Like for me, the Manchester Derby game is going to be at 11. So that's awesome. Again, guys, the Manchester Derby, we're going to have a live watch along here. So please come on in. Let's watch it together. All right. And enjoy it. All right. But Kiyoshi is about sellers. This season has been so good. I want sales. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And that's, Tony, that's a good question too. What is Altai going to feel? Yeah, that's why if these rumors are true, that's why Altai is right now. He's already been thinking about leaving, right? Because he wants to play. He wants to be a starter, right? Because he's also thinking about the World Cup, right? If he's going to be Turkey #1, he needs to play football consistently. So of course, you bring in the hair, it means Altai is going lower in the pecking order, because Onana is the #1 regardless. You bring in the hair is going to probably challenge Onana, and then it means now Altai is going to be third choice. So if that's the case, I see Altai Bandia leaving in the summer, because it wouldn't make any sense for him to stay, because you cannot compete with the hair if he's in that dressing room, right? He's a club legend, so it's going to be tough. My 35-year-old Cape Verdean aunt lives in Florida. Oh, okay, nice. What part of Florida? But sales this season has been good. Okay, Garnacho sold. Kiyoshi, that's another one. I was going to talk about before we roll out. People, Garnacho could be on his way out. All right, according to reports, Garnacho has sold his mansion. All right, he has sold his mansion. Now, we did see that in January, he was linked with a move to Napoli, right? And that move was pretty much close to being done, but they couldn't finalize it, for whatever reason. But I think Garnacho is that guy I think we're going to see leaving in the summer, right? Now, him selling his mansion, it could be one thing, right? Ruben Amorim today on his press conference, he did say that Garnacho, I'm saying it in Portuguese, Garnacho has to work on a lot of things, to get better, right? But he also acknowledged that he's doing very well in other aspects when it comes to tracking back, defensive, and all this stuff. So he's doing other things right, but he has many things he needs to work on. Right, that's what Ruben Amorim said, and then this news come out that he's selling his mansion. People are adding 2 and 2 together. They're saying, okay, that's it. Garnacho is leaving now. Well, that may not be the truth, because, come on, people move houses all the time. Now, of course, you cannot call his mansion a house, because it's a mansion. People move, they sell and buy houses all the time, right? So, and also there were some reports that his family actually moved back to Spain. They moved to Manchester to live with him, but they moved back to Spain. So, according to reports, he sold that mansion. That way, he's going to look for something else. And he also put a statement or anything like that in social saying, hey, he's committed to United, right? Of course, he has to say that based on the rumors that are going on that he's going to be leaving. So, yeah, that was the right statement to put out there that he's committed to United. But it's one of those like you're like, okay, cool. You can read it the way you want to that he's leaving, but it could just be he doesn't need a mansion. His family is in Spain, right? Obviously, he's from his family is in Spain, so he doesn't need all that space, right? So you may want to get something smaller when the family comes to visit. That's all you need. You don't need a whole mansion by yourself. But I think he's going to end up leaving because again, we need money, so we'll see. But sales, okay, Garnacho. So for this house, I'm prepping for the move. Kiyoshi. Yeah, Tony, most probably in Napoli. Yeah, if he's going to move, it's going to be Napoli because Napoli, they were very close to securing his services in January, right? So Conte likes him. Conte has not replaced Kvaratskhelia, so he's going to look to replace with someone with that tenacity, speed, and ball control, and he does fit perfectly in that Napoli system. And he also has Scott McTominay in that team. So there's a lot of things that could work in his favor. And if he goes to Napoli, he's going to be playing in, game out, giving him a chance to be in that Argentina World Cup national team. And listen, you go to that league and you do what Anthony does. Come on, man. You're going to be called up for the Argentina national team, guaranteed. So I think all roads point to him going to Napoli, in my opinion. But we shall see. Chelsea is also another one that he has been linked to because Chelsea want to get everybody. Disgrace, Chelsea. But yeah, we shall see. Is it until 6? You're gonna get you. Alicia is very okay. All right. Is it until 6? You get it yourself? Would work to. That's funny. Friends, we still need to talk about Manchester City. How do you think they will enter the field? I mean, Manchester City, they'll enter the same way they enter, with that defeat in their minds, expecting to win, but knowing that Ruben Amorim has defeated them before. So, yeah, really, it's not going to be a big deal for us. I expect our boys to definitely show up. I expect them to show up in that game, right? I expect them to show up. And because Ruben Amorim today, he did say, listen, we are going to take that game seriously, because he was asked, are you guys, are you planning for the next game, which is the Lyon game, which is your creme de la creme game? That's what you're focusing on. Are you thinking about that? He was like, no, we think of the next game, right? The next game is City, and our goal is still to climb the table, because we know, he didn't say this, but we know that the more you climb the table, the more money you're going to earn at the end of the season. So that being said, he's going to put a strong team to go against City, and then it's a derby. So, I mean, yeah. And Gardner will shine, I bet. Yeah, he'll definitely shine. Oh, my God. Dude, can you imagine Gardner goes to Napoli right now? Oh, my God. Imagine that season, right? We're going to be seeing Rashford, wherever he is, killing it. All right? We're going to be seeing Anthony at Real Betis, or wherever he ends up, killing it. And then you're going to be seeing Garnacho, wherever it's going to end up at Napoli, kill it. Oh, my God. People will be like, Manchester United, what are you guys doing? Why are all these players, they leave your home, they go out there, they kill it, all right? And that's why people will be saying, a lot of some of you United fans, they're like, yo, man, maybe Rashford thing is not, maybe we should bring him back, because he could do a job for us, right? watching Rashford the way what he's doing out there, some people are thinking, yeah, bring him back. Some people are thinking of bringing Anthony back. No, I don't want to see none of them back, man. It is what it is. All right. Sabrina Cardozo, what up? Garnacho, Athletic de Madrid, and Naples. Yeah. Yeah, man. Garnacho exit looks like could be a thing. It looks like it could be a thing. But of course, him selling his house, I don't think it's a thing. People, smash that like, man. Let's get those likes up. People, smash that like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? All right. If you haven't joined the Discord community, what are you doing? Join the Discord community, people, because Squeegee, our local Manchester United representative, our local Man United Central representative at the Manchester Derby, he will be there recording pictures. If you want to be part of that, you got to be in the Discord, people. All right? You got to be in Discord. Todo bien. Hola, Sabrina. ¿Cómo estás? Todo bien. Okay, Garnacho for sale. Your house in Manchester. Yeah. Wingman FC will go for Garnacho, who would have thought, yeah, I know. That's crazy. Dude, you could do reports of the games here on of course. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna be here with you amazing people, right? I'm in the US, man. There's no way I can make it to the game, but we have a local 1906. You is a very different thing when someone like you, for example, you are at the game, you are sharing with us your experience. It's a whole different ball game because the TVs and everything, what they give you, it's not personal. But this one is personal, specific for you amazing people. That's what Squeegee is doing, right? So I like it because it shows that, we're building something here. We're building a community of equal minds. And, we want, whenever you're doing something fun, you want your family to enjoy, right? So you want to share with the family. So that's what Squeegee is doing. So that's pretty good. And it's very appreciated. Ryan Giggs, El Gales. Tommy Plays. What up, Tommy? Good to see you. Bebatov, Chicharito, Anderson. Yeah, man. That was Bebatov. My man. Yeah. All right, let's see what else is going on, people, before we jump out of here. Again, guys, big news today. Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin KDB. Let me find the actual report. KDB. I need to find the actual report. What is happening with KDB? I know this is not a Man City channel, but KDB, honestly, one of the Premier League. I don't know. Yeah, I think we can call him one of the Premier League greats. Is it a great? Whatever for City. But he's saying that he said, "Dear Manchester," this is his. He put a post out there. Seeing this, you probably realize where this is heading. So I'll get straight to the point and let you all know that these will be my final months as a Manchester City player. Nothing about this is easy to write, but as a football player, we all know this day eventually comes. That day is here, and you deserve to hear it from me first. All right, the rest you can find it yourself if you're a City fan. But anyway, KDB out the door. All right, so definitely, dude was a baller. He's a baller. Where is he gonna end up? He's gonna be playing with in the Saudi league, where he's gonna go out there and get his bags. Right, he's gonna make his mad money. All right, because it only makes sense for him to go to Saudi, right? So we shall see. Imagine him playing with Ronaldo. That'll be crazy. So yeah, big up to KDB. Honestly, he was definitely a good player. He definitely gave City some good times, and quality player. So big up to him. Wish him all the best. Sabrina is saying Edwin van der Sar. Yeah. Valencia. Kiyoshi, yes, my goat. El Colorado, Paul Scholes. Yeah. They're here. But yeah. So guys, listen. Let's end it here, guys. All right, let's end it here. It's been an hour and 15, 16 minutes. People, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for smashing those likes. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. I will see you all same time, same place tomorrow. All right, take care of yourself, people. Peace out. All right, stay blessed. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Kiyoshi, yes, Kiyoshi. I'm gonna end the thing. Okay, guys, salute. Peace, everybody.